stop explaining yourself, starseed, intergalactic, interplanetary family, okay? Stop explaining yourself to people, okay? I have noticed how a lot of 11 life paths, when they come to me and they ask me questions and they ask for guidance and they ask for sort of like, direction, a lot of times I've noticed that we become very self-critical and very self-judgmental on what other people think of us. Okay, and the reason why, and again, if you look into it, if you really delve deeper into this causation of the effect that happened during childhood, the vast majority of trauma, so Dr. Gabor Mate, a renowned psychologist, said that from the age from 1 to 7, how you are programmed stays with you for the rest of your life. Okay, pay attention to what I'm saying. What happens with 11 life paths is that a lot of us have been through childhood trauma, childhood abuse. We've had very hard lives compared to the vast majority of people, okay? And this is a cyclical pattern that I've talked about, I've made videos about. You can go back to my videos, watch a lot of these videos. Now, what ends up happening is that because that happened and we did not feel like we fit into society, there are 11s that are going out to sort of seek approval, okay? Now, I want you all to know that authenticity is the highest form of vibration. This is studied, this is scientific, this is fact, okay? When you try to conform or try to fit into another person's narrative, what you're doing is that you are eroding, you are deteriorating your authentic vibration, which you never need to dumb down because you're an 11 life path, okay? You do not need to explain yourself to people. You really don't. If someone's not paying your bills, if someone's not your client, if there's someone you're not working with, you do not need to explain yourself. Now, obviously, if someone's being an asshole, and that's a whole different story. But if you're doing the right thing, okay? If you have high dreams, high ambitions, right? You want to make it. Because every 11 does. I haven't met an 11 life path that's told me that, oh, their dream is to just do nothing. Or it's just, it's a relegated type of dream. I've never heard that, right? Now, understand that your vibration is what determines where you're going in life. I promise you. As Nikola Tesla said, energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay, I'm not making this up. This is now scientifically being proven. Okay, what the Hindu cosmology knew about the 14 lokas, okay, the Muslims talk about the 7 heavens and the 7 hells. These are states of vibration. When you are at a lower, fearful state of vibration, what you're doing is that you are seeking other people's approval, whether you know it or not. It's subconscious, okay? It's subconscious. You do not need to explain yourself to people. For a very long time, I was receiving messages and I felt like an obligation to reply to people. And honestly, it's not easy to do what I really do on YouTube because you are breaking what societal norms have taught you to do is to fit in. Doing YouTube is not fitting in, right? Following your dreams on the highest passion, you're not fitting in, okay? Now, I felt like I had to explain myself to a lot of people, of why I couldn't reply or why I'm replying late, but I've came to a conclusive conclusion that that is something that will really hold you back, because if someone's going to be in your life, they will understand what you're going through, what you have to do. But if people don't feel you on a deep fundamental level, if I were to ever show people the money that I make or whatever, and if someone's not going to like me, they're not going to like me if I'm making money. Or they're not going to like me if I'm not they're not going to like me either way. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I've learned, bro. Like, there are going to be people, 11 life paths, understand this, right? When you come from a high frequency, it's not that people don't like you. It's that people can't handle you at a high level because you are intimidating, you are intellectually stimulating, you are giving them a different perspective. And if you listen to Andrew Boothman, ex-CIA agent, he talks about how 98% people come from perception and only 2% people come from perspective. Okay? You live in a hollow. I've talked about this. This is Maya, okay? A lot of people are not going to feel you on a deep level, especially when you are going after your goals. Because let's be honest, it has become a norm to be in your carnal desires. Like, it's normal now for people to not chase their dreams, for them to not go after what they really want in their life. It's becoming normal and normal and normal. And as an 11 life path, you know you're here to do something big. Like, you know, I don't have to tell you this, you know it. A lot of you don't like working for people. You hate being told what to do, right? But if you cannot self-regulate yourself, someone else will. If you cannot, write this if you have to. If you cannot self-regulate yourself, someone else fucking will. Okay, now, when you self-regulate yourself, when you are disciplined, as Bashar has spoken about on his secret formula, which I'll talk about a little bit right now. Number 1, act on your highest passion. I can't really, when you really feel it, when you really feel your call, it will express in ways that the average mind won't able to hear you, feel you. Act on your passion so you can align yourself with your highest timeline. When you act out of passion, you get into your lower stated timeline. When you're always doing things that society is telling you to do and you're not following your heart frequency, your heart chakra, you're following other people's rules. And in this matrix, when you follow other people's reality, you become like them. And let's be honest, you don't want to become like the vast majority of people right now. So, my point being said is 11 life paths. Understand that you don't have to, if you dream big, you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. Do you? And know that the potential you have, and I've spoken about this before too, what you can do with a little bit of action is crazy. It's actually, it's amazing. So I'm watching the Olympics, right? My family's from Pakistan. So I'm watching the Olympics. My mother, it's all over social media where this Pakistani guy, he won gold. So this guy won gold. His story is incredible, okay? This guy is an 11 life path. And when I looked up his number, I'm like, okay, I'm not that shocked. This guy went for the Olympics like 6 times or 5 or 7 times before this, okay? And he came like fourth place, 5th place, all that, right? If you look at, I was watching his interview. You know what he said in his interview? It's so astounding what he said. This guy said that he never gave, and I'm paraphrasing, he said he never gave up because he had a feeling. He had the feeling. Think about that. Now, Neville Goddard has spoken about how feeling is the secret. It's the secret sauce. If you don't feel it, you won't take action. Or even if you do, it won't be from conviction. It won't. It straight up won't, okay? So he had a deep feeling, and he lost many times. And when he went to the field this time, he set a world record. A world record, an 11 life path. Okay. A lot of times, and you know what's funny is that the country didn't support him. The officials of the country did not fund him. Okay. He comes from a small village, and people in that village funded him. He never gave up. He's like, he had a feeling, he had conviction, he took action, and he came onto the ground and he set a world record. Your story matters a lot as an 11 life path. Understand this, your story is everything. If you read the Bible or the Quran, most of the Bible and the Quran are talking about events that are taking place. The reason why they talk about events that take place is because humans are we have a very huge attraction to what someone went through in their life. This is why majority of us support the underdog. If you think about it, a lot of us support the underdog. We love supporting that person that's coming right from the bottom, and he's making it up or she's making it up. So 11 life path, always have conviction with what you're doing. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. Keep doing you, and know thyself, never give up. This journey is not going to be easy. It's really not. The reason why it's not going to be easy is because while you're on your way up as an 11, first they're going to laugh at you, then they're going to look at you, then they're going to get shocked, then they're going to sneak into your life, then they're going to be like, we're with you the whole fucking time. Clowns. Have yourself a wonderful date, night, evening, wherever you are. 11 life paths. Take care now.